Yeah, I can see you now.
Yes, sir.
Tripti,
Yes, it's visible.
Sujata, Somat.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Right, perfect. Thanks. Okay, how many people are there? Okay, so yeah, like let's get started, guys, without any further ado. Before that, a quick formal introduction on my end. My name is Mohammed Shoaib, and I'm a cybersecurity trainer certified from EC Council. EC Council is the leading organization for cybersecurity domain certifications. Okay, and the demo that we have today is on the first foundational course called Certified Ethical Hacking. Okay, and the version of this course that is running at the moment is version 11, the latest one. Okay. So again, before we get started, this is a common question that I usually ask students, again, to understand their perspective on this topic. So again, guys, don't worry, even if you don't know the answer, or if you're not sure about it, still just try to initiate, and let's keep the session a bit interactive and fun rather than just keeping it one-sided. So a quick sample question, like, according to you, in your perspective, what do you think hacking is? Anyone? Again, guys, don't worry, I am not asking for any definitive answers or exact to the point answers. Whatever comes to your mind, okay, whatever you think hacking is, please let me know. Anyone?
Try to
So
breaking the system.
trying to breaking the system, is that breaking, right? I mean, did I get it right? Break into
To
the
access
system?
Yes, try to break.
to access your personal things like computer, mobile.
Oh, okay, trying to break into the system
Uh,
or access personal things.
Unauthorized access to the system or a data.
Unauthorized access to the system or data. That's a great answer. Again, all answers are perfectly right. There's nothing wrong with them. Perfectly correct answers. Anything else, guys? Does anyone else want to add anything to it? Mm, right, perfect. No worries, guys. Thank you so much for those answers. Those are exactly right. There is nothing wrong with them. Okay, but if I had to just add upon that hacking, that definition, I would add it as hacking is the procedure of trying to gain access to information systems. Okay. These information systems could be anything. They could be from as small as a mobile phone to as big as a web application server or a database or the cloud organization as well. Okay, and this is done without the permission or without the consent and knowledge of the person owning those systems. Okay, so if those systems belong to a third party person, that person does not know that someone is trying to gain access to their information or the data. Okay, and this is usually performed by hackers for their own benefit. So once they get access to the systems, they can steal the data, destroy the data, or sell the data as well to other third party vendors. Okay. Now, depending on this definition, we easily understand that hacking is a malicious job. It is a criminalistic task. If it is such a bad thing to do, why do we have a course called ethical hacking? Is the second question. Because ethical is something which is legal, which is allowed. And how can it stand beside the word hacking, which is completely contradictory? So to define ethical hacking, on the other hand, this is the procedure of trying to find vulnerabilities. Okay, a vulnerability is nothing but a flaw or a loophole in the information system. So usually manufacturers might make mistakes somewhere here or there in the coding of the application. Okay, so that gives rise to something known as weaknesses in the information system, or in technical terms, it is also called as vulnerabilities. Okay, and this vulnerability finding, or the process of trying to find these vulnerabilities, is done with the consent and permission of the organization. Okay, so this is done in order to report it back to the target, okay, or to the authority, so that they can apply the appropriate patch for it. And once a patch is applied, that vulnerability is closed. It closes the doorway for the hacker to cause any harm. So thereby, with ethical hacking, we're trying to increase the security of the organization rather than cause any harm. Okay. So that is the main difference, guys, between hacking and ethical hacking. Where in hacking, we are trying to find, again, the hacker tries to take advantage of those vulnerabilities and tries to get information access. But in ethical hacking, you're trying to find those vulnerabilities, you're trying to report them back to get them patched so that you can increase the security. Okay, so I hope these two definitions are clear, guys. Again, if you have any questions or if you have any queries, or if you want me to repeat something, please do not hesitate to let me know. Okay, feel free to interrupt me at any certain point. Okay, so now depending on these two definitions, guys, of hacking and ethical hacking, we can categorize the types of hackers. So basically, there's three types. There's someone known as a black hat hacker, a gray hat hacker, and a white hat hacker. A black hat hacker can also be termed as a cyber criminal who performs hacking for his own benefit, okay, or sometimes even just for fun, without asking for consent. On the other end of the scale, we have the white hat hacker. Okay, white hat hackers are also known as ethical hackers or penetration testers. These are the people who abide by the laws and policies of the organization, and they work hand in hand with them to find the vulnerabilities and report it back. They do that so that they can secure the infrastructure rather than causing any harm. Now, in between, there's a third category, also known as gray hat hackers. Now, from the name itself, you can figure out they have some qualities of the black hat hacker as well as the white hat hacker, hence a mixture. Okay, so like a black hat hacker, they don't ask for permission before finding the vulnerabilities, but once they find the vulnerability, they report it back to the organization. Okay, and that is done in return for a bounty. A bounty is nothing which benefits them. It could be a financial reward or a reputational reward, anything which benefits them or their careers. Right. So all these three types of hackers, whether it be a black hat hacker or a gray hat hacker or a white hat hacker, they perform hacking or ethical hacking in a certain number of steps. Okay. And those steps collectively are called as hacking cycle or cyber kill chain. Okay. Now let me list those steps out one by one so that you can have a clear picture of what the whole course is about, and then we'll briefly discuss about all of them. Okay, so you can ask your questions regarding those. Okay, so the first step that you perform in hacking cycle or cyber kill chain is known as information gathering. Now, certain organizations term this step in different names. They can also call it as reconnaissance or footprinting. Second step is known as scanning. It can also be referred to as enumeration. Third step is gaining access. Fourth step is maintaining access. And the last step is known as reporting or clearing traces. Now, the reason I've specifically mentioned "or" in the last step over here is because that is where it makes all the difference between the white hat hackers and black hat hackers. If you're a white hat hacker or an ethical hacker, you would perform the first 4 steps, and then you would generate a report with all the vulnerabilities and the solutions for that and submit it to the organization. But if you're a black hat hacker, obviously you're not going to submit the vulnerabilities, but you're going to take advantage of them. You're going to attack the system, get access to the data, steal the data, and then remove all the evidences, which is nothing but clearing the traces or removing the footprints. Okay, so any questions or doubts, guys, up to this part before I proceed further into the technical part? Any queries or any confusion at the moment? Again, guys, I hope the audio and video is fine. Any issues with my audio or video?
Okay. What is this enumeration, sir?
Again, yeah, we'll be coming to that, guys. We'll discuss each of these steps one by one so you have a better understanding of what all of them are. Okay, at the moment, until now, here there are no questions, right? Because I guess there's some issues with the audio or video. Some people are exiting and rejoining again. Any issues, any technical issues with my audio or video at the moment? Okay, perfect.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Oh, my voice is breaking. 1 second, guys. Okay, hello, 1 2 3, hello, 1 2 3.
Now it is
Guys,
okay.
it's okay, right? Right, perfect.
Clear, sir.
Right, let's proceed now, guys, and understand each of these steps one by one so you have a clear picture of what they are. So the first step is information gathering. Again, as the name itself suggests, this step involves the hacker or the ethical hacker to gather as much data as possible about your penetration testing target. Okay, and all this information is gained passively. What I mean by passively is that you get this information from other third-party sources rather than contacting the organization directly. Okay, so for example, if I have a target like wipro.com, about wipro.com, I'll start searching online for all the material for it, okay, all the data regarding wipro.com servers. Okay, the main question is what kind of data are we talking about over here, and this is the information that we require. So firstly, we try to figure out all the IP addresses and the range of IPs used by the Wipro's main servers or the secondary servers. Then the whois records to understand who is hosting Wipro.com and since when has it been hosting itself. Then the DNS records to understand what information is stored in their DNS servers, domain name servers. Then employee details such as their contact numbers, their email addresses, their usernames and passwords which are leaked, and their home addresses if possible, and so on. So then the domains and the subdomains of Wipro's website, and the operating system information, like what OSs are being used by the servers that are linked with Wipro.com. Now, trust me, this guys, that all this information is available online to be gathered. So if I show you a very basic example, let's say if I wanted to find the DNS records for Wipro's organization, all I have to do is go to the browser, and in the browser, I can search for a website called DNS Dumpster. This website is available for free for anyone to access. You can click on the first link, and over here you can just search for Wipro.com, and you can click on search, and now this is going to fetch and give you all the information about the Wipro's DNS servers. So first things first, it tells you where the Wipro servers are being located on the geolocation map. So it tells us that there are 4 DNS servers for Wipro. As you can see, these are their host names, exact host names, and these are the exact public IPs. These IP addresses are very important for a hacker or an ethical hacker to proceed with the further steps of scanning and enumeration. Okay. After that, we can see that there's the host record telling us what are the Wipro servers IP addresses and the subdomains IP addresses. So this is the main Wipro.com server, which is being hosted on the IP 66.7.148.227. Again, this information is very relevant for a hacker or an ethical hacker to proceed further. Further down, you can also see it also gives us the complete network topology. So this is how Wipro servers are connected to one another, and we have the whole network topology with the host names and their IP addresses. Okay, so this is basically whole Wipro's organization main server data. So again, this data is readily available, guys, for anyone to be accessed. That is not the vulnerability. Wipro themselves manually give out this data so that everyone around the world can access their servers. If this information is not given out, not many people will be able to access Wipro services and the website. Okay, the giving out of information is not wrong over here, but not checking if the information that you're giving is secure or not is the vulnerability. Okay, so we have to see that whatever Wipro is disclosing, all these servers one by one are completely secure. Okay, after information gathering is done, then we go to the next phase, which is known as scanning or enumeration. Now, one of you asked me what scanning or enumeration is. This is nothing but trying to get some extra information about the target by making active connections. What I mean by active connections is that you will directly connect to Wipro servers, and from them you will try to fetch the information. Okay. Similarly, when we talk about enumeration, that is about gathering as much information as possible about all the services that are running on the target organization. So in a Wipro's organization, you might have DNS servers, DHCP servers, SNMP servers, Telnet servers, SSH servers. These are the multiple servers, multiple web servers, or multiple other organizational servers. So about each of that server, you need to get information, like what version of services are they running and what applications are they running. So enumeration is trying to gather information about all the servers one by making active connections with them. Okay, so you're directly going to ping those servers and you try to fetch the information from them directly rather than contacting any third-party organization. Now, when we talk about scanning or enumeration, there are 3 types of them. There's something known as network scanning, then port scanning, and then finally vulnerability scanning. In network scanning, we can try to figure out on the target network what all devices are active. Okay, so what operating systems are they using, what servers are available, what client operating systems are there. So trying to understand what all devices are they using, IDS, IPS, routers, switches, what all devices are there. On those devices, then you perform port scanning. Port scanning is where you try to figure out what ports are open, and on those ports, what services are there running. Okay, what applications are there running. Then finally, you perform vulnerability scanning to figure out on those services, are there any vulnerabilities? Are there any weaknesses that you can attack on? So during this phase, we'll be using 2 important tools called Nmap and Nessus. So if I just search for enable Nessus over here, this is the tool that is used in organizations as well. So if I click on the first link, as you can see, this Nessus Professional. If I click on buy, It's around $4,000 for 1 year subscription. Okay, quite an expensive tool, and this is the same tool that is used in real-time scenarios. So we'll be working on the same tool in our classes as well. We'll try to understand how to use this tool and how to run or perform vulnerability scanning. The reason why I'm showing you all this is just to make you understand that we will be using real-time scenario tools. Okay, whatever is used in organizations at the moment, we are up to date with those tools. Okay, after if I show you example, as you can see, I have the NSS installed on my system over here. I'll show you how you can install on your system as well, and you can see you can perform various types of scans, and once you scan a system, it shows all the vulnerabilities one by one, the critical vulnerabilities or medium vulnerabilities, information based vulnerabilities. Again, don't get too confused, guys. We'll again learn how to understand this report. What are these vulnerabilities? What are these different levels of vulnerabilities? We'll understand all that. Okay, but basically NSS is a tool which can perform network scanning or port scanning and try to understand what vulnerabilities are there on each and every system. So this is an automated tool. We'll learn how to perform automated testing and get a report from it. Once you get a report, you need to perform manual testing also. Okay, and that is nothing but our next phase, which is gaining access. Okay, so this is a huge concept. It covers a vast variety of topics, guys. We'll discuss them one by one. Okay, so the first topic that we'll be learning in gaining access is system hacking. So in system hacking, we'll understand how we can crack or bypass a Windows operating system password. So if you have Windows 7 or Windows 8 or Windows 10 or Windows 11, does not matter. Okay, whatever operating system you have, how do we crack that operating system? How do we get the information about their passwords? If you are unable to get the passwords, how can we bypass authentication and get access to the internal files is what we learn in system hacking. After that comes malware attacks. Malwares are nothing but, in short, malicious softwares. So we'll practically learn how to create each of these malwares, whether it be viruses or worms or trojans, spyware, whatever it be. We'll understand how malwares are generated and how we can protect our system from malwares. Or if there is a malware already installed, how can we detect that malware and prevent it from running further or causing any further harm. Okay, then there's a bonus topic called malware advanced. This is again not included in the CH curriculum. We have just added it as a bonus topic for students to have better understanding about malwares. In this, we'll be sharing the resources to understand how you can create your own malwares by using Python program. So just in case if you know Python, well and good. If not, also not an issue. We'll be sharing the resources as extra material to understand. So if you are interested in malware development or so, this is a very important bonus topic for you. After that comes network penetration testing. In this, we'll learn all the common network attacks. So in a network, you have multiple, again, devices, IDS, IPS, multiple different types of servers, like mail server or DNS servers, DHCP servers, SNMP servers, and so on. So we'll understand how to check for vulnerabilities on each of these servers. Along with that, we can perform a few attacks as well. Sniffing attack, man-in-the-middle attack, denial of service attack, or distributed denial of service attacks, DDoS. Okay, and hacking Wi-Fi routers, trying to crack the password of Wi-Fi routers and getting access to those routers. All this comes under network penetration testing. Okay, all the common attacks that we can perform in a local network. After that comes social engineering, where we learn how hackers create fake websites. Okay, whether it be facebook.com, instagram.com, twitter.com, or flipkart.com. How are hackers creating fake login pages? And from those fake login pages, how are they getting the passwords, credentials? So we learn what phishing attacks are, what are the other social engineering attacks through which hackers manipulate victims into getting their passwords. Okay, so we'll learn all that, and we'll also understand how to prevent these attacks, how to distinguish between a fake page and an original page, and so. After that, we have web application pen testing. In this, we learn all the common vulnerabilities that exist on websites. So again, websites also have some weaknesses, okay, on which attackers can exploit and try to get access to the internal web server data or the internal database data, and so on. So to list out a few, there's vulnerabilities such as SQL injection, cross-site scripting, broken authentication, file upload vulnerability. Now, might sound very technical, guys, but these are the weaknesses using which hackers can get access to your information, to your passwords and usernames. Okay. After that, finally comes hacking mobile phones, where we learn how we can hack an Android phone and get access to that Android phone remotely. After gaining access is done, then we have maintaining access and clearing, again, maintaining access, reporting and clearing traces, where we learn how we can maintain persistent connections. So if the target is restarting his system or shutting it down and starting after a very long time, how do we get access to that data? How do we still stay connected to the victim machine? Is what we learn in maintaining access. After that comes reporting or clearing traces, where I'll show you how you can generate a report and submit to your client or submit to your organization, or how do you remove the evidences. So this course is designed in such a way where we learn both the perspectives of a black hat hacker as well as a white hat hacker. Okay, and it's designed in a completely practical way, no theoretical nonsense. Every day we'll have a class for 1 hour, where the first 20 minutes we'll discuss the theoretical part, understanding what that attack is or how to prevent that attack, and then the remaining 40 minutes we'll discuss the practical part of it, okay, with real-time scenario tools. To list out a few tools, we'll be using this tool such as Nessus, we'll be using Nmap, we'll be using Burpsuit, we'll be using the whole main Kali operating system, okay, which I have over here, as you can see. Okay, before that, let me show the course content as well, guys, very quickly. So yeah, this is over here, the course content for the whole course. Okay, and the course is for a duration of 35 days, where we learn from the very basics itself. So most of the students ask this as a question, like, sir, are there any prerequisites? Do we need to learn something else separately? No, this course is designed in such a way where even a 10th standard student can come and learn the course for, without any trouble. Okay, because all the prerequisites are included in the course itself. So before we dive into the advanced concepts, there's a few prerequisites which we will cover. The first few introductory classes. First things first, we learn about networking basics. We learn what IP addresses are, what are IPv4 addresses, what are IPv6 addresses, what is a DNS server, what is DHCP server, all the important protocols, what is TCP protocol, what is UDP protocol. We'll discuss all that in networking basics. Then we'll jump into virtualization. Okay, virtualization, because as you can see over here, I'm running my Windows 11 operating system. On top of this, I'm running my Kali OS. Kali is a Linux-based operating system. Okay, and we need to install this. The reason being, this comes pre-installed with all the penetration testing tools. So for information gathering, web application attacks, password attack, Wi-Fi attack, all these tools are available in Kali Linux. These are not available for you in Windows. So that is why we need to understand how to install this Kali operating system. Okay, and for that we need a tool such as VMware. VMware is a virtualization software. This allows you to install multiple operating systems on the same machine. So I have my Kali OS, I have my Windows 7 OS. All of these are running on my Windows 11 operating system, as you can see. Okay, so on my Windows 11, I can run my Kali, Windows 7, whatnot, as many operating systems as I want. After that is done, then we learn basic Linux and Windows commands, because as I've mentioned, we'll be using Kali Linux. So we need to know how to operate that OS. Okay, so we'll understand what the basic Kali commands are. We'll get familiar or comfortable with the Linux environment, and then we'll dive into the advanced concepts. Okay, so there's a few extra concepts there mentioned as well, as you can see over here: cryptography, reverse engineering, IoT, cloud security. These are not mentioned in the presentation for us, but these are all the topics that we'll be covering. Okay, the whole course duration is around 1 month, guys, 30 to 35 days, and we'll have a class from Monday to Friday onwards for every day for 1 hour. Okay, and the timings will be same. We'll have timings at 8 p.m. Every class will be recorded, and you'll be getting the recordings as well online, which we will have permanent access to. So just in case if you're missing out any class, you can access the recordings whenever you want. Okay, if needed, we can take backup classes as well on Saturdays and Sundays, just in case if there's a lot of absence. Okay, so yeah, that's that, guys. A quick introduction on what the course is and how long the duration of the course is. If you have any questions, you can shoot at me right now. Please let me know, guys. Any queries, anything that you want me to repeat or so.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Sir, why we use that websites that you show before this PPT?
Sorry, Yogesh, I didn't get your question. Can you please repeat?
Sir, we as you said that we use some websites for ethical hacking. So that website that you opened before this PPT, I'm asking about that
Yeah.
website.
the DNS dumpster website, as you can see over here. This is for information gathering, trying to gather information about any certain client. So before we perform hacking, it's very necessary that we know all the data about that organization or the data about that target. So in order to get that data, we have to visit these third-party websites. Okay. Sometimes your organization might not give you that data sufficient for us. Okay. That is why we need to gather that information from other third-party sources, websites like DNS dumpster and so on. Okay. The more the data you have, the more possibilities you have to attack the system. Okay. The more attack vectors you can find or possible paths you can find to attack the system. Okay. So that is why it is necessary to access these websites and get the data about our target from these websites.
Okay, okay, so understood.
Right. Any other questions, guys?
Sir, which type of penetration testing we are going to learn here?
Again, CEH is a very comprehensive course, guys. We're not going to be going into any advanced level penetration testing, but we will learn all the kinds of, whether it be web application pen testing or network penetration testing or system hacking or Android pen testing. We'll be covering the basics of all of them. This is a course designed for people who are completely new to cybersecurity, and we can't leave out any endpoint. So we need to understand how to perform network security testing. We need to perform web security testing, Android security testing as well, and Windows or Linux security testing as well. So we'll be learning all of them one by one. Okay, we'll be covering each and every endpoint that is left, as you can see over here in the course content. Okay, but as I've mentioned, we won't be going in depth of all of them. We'll learn how to check for security vulnerabilities, basic vulnerabilities, and how to remediate them, how to remove those vulnerabilities. Okay, if you want to learn about any advanced after CEX is done, then you can go with advanced courses such as web application pen testing for bug bounty. This course is specifically designed only for website security testing. So in this, we'll be going with OWASP top 10. Okay, this is an organization which gives you the list of necessary vulnerabilities that you have to test for, and this course only focuses on web applications, nothing else. Okay, so after CEX is done, then you can choose a specific domain, and depending on your interest, you can choose your specialization. Okay, whether it be website security or Android security or network security or cloud security and so on. So
Okay, sir. Thank you.
right. Any other questions, guys?
No, sir.
Right. Okay.
After
So
course completion, certification provided.
yes, if anyone is interested in writing the CEF certification as well, we provide support for that also. There's complete pass guarantee. So I usually handle the certifications myself. So if you're planning on writing a
So this is
certification,
job guarantee.
this is what? Sorry.
Job guarantees.
Sorry, I didn't get you guys. Can you please repeat that? Hello.
After this course, his job is.
He's asking
Oh,
a
yeah.
placement assistance.
Job assistance. Again, guys, at Durga, you're not going to be providing any confirm guarantee that we'll be placing you in an organization, but we'll be sharing your resume once you forward it to our consultancies. Okay. So in the price of 8,000 rupees, we are only including the course content with the course completion certificate. And if you're planning on writing a certification, we will give you certification support as well. Okay. So at that price of 8,000 rupees, we are not in contact with the complete job placement facility, but we do have a few consultancies where we can give you your resumes too. Okay, once you're done with the resume preparation, I'll be helping you out in understanding how to create a resume as well, depending on a cybersecurity profile. I'll be also sharing the common interview questions, and I have a few references as well to whom I can forward your resumes. Okay, and again, we will be giving you the interview calls, and you can start attending interviews over there. Okay, again, it depends on your skill set and your practice on how well you do the interview. So we don't guarantee anything, but we will definitely show you where you can start applying. If it's necessary, I can just give you one source now itself. You can, after your course is done, this is the common website that I usually suggest for students, jobs.null.community. This is a website only specifically for cybersecurity job roles. Okay, nothing else. As you can see, null jobs. This is the website. Okay, and these are all the different domains, and you can start searching over here. So if you're a complete fresher, just click on freshers or internships, and these are so at the moment these are the available placements. Okay, so for internships, okay, if you're not into internships, you want a specific job role, you can start applying for VAPT, vulnerability assessment and pen testing. These are the ones at the moment for cybersecurity. After the course is done, you can start applying over here also. So this is one website that I suggest to most of the students once the course is done, so start applying for jobs. Okay, so again, how well you do, it depends on your skill set and your practicing, guys. Okay, and this website is specifically only for cybersecurity jobs, nothing else. Okay, any other questions, guys?
No, sir. Thank you.
Right, again, if you practice properly and if you're done with the course, guys, and if you're thorough with all the concepts, getting a job in these portals is not that tough. Okay, there's a lot of students from our previous batches as well who have searched for jobs in this nuls.job.co.in, and they found their internships and their jobs. Okay, so again, as I've mentioned, once you sit for the interview, it's all on you. Okay, so it depends on your preparation of how well or bad you do. So we can't guarantee anything, okay, because that's on your skill set, but we can at least show you where you can start applying for jobs. Okay, so yeah, that's that, guys. Nothing further for our session today. And yeah, if you have any queries, again, over here is my number, just in case if you have any queries, technical queries, you can let me know. This is the number over here, 768-0069.
Hello.
768.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Prabin, I can hear you.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know. Actually, I'm a working professional.
Right.
I'm working on the front end side, but wanted to move into this domain. So, what suggestions could you, give me on that side?
Again, saying I would recommend if you're completely new to this domain, go with Certified Ethical Hacking, CH version 11. This is a foundational
Okay.
course for people completely new. So you'll be learning everything from scratch. After that is done, if possible, if time and financial permits you, you can write the certification as well from EC Council. So there will be a CH examination for 125 questions. Okay. And if you give 75% of them right, you get certified from EC Council. You get a certificate from the US organization. Okay, so that adds edge to your resume. If not, if you are not, again, certification is quite costly. It's around $500. So if you're not planning on writing the certification, I would recommend doing some extra advanced courses as well after CH is done, and then add that at least to the resume to build some edge again. Okay.
Okay. And is there any coding involved here, or is it into completely into, the
No,
security part?
not at all. In CEH, you don't have any requirement for coding level language. But if you're planning on going for some advanced courses like web application pen testing or profile security testing, there you might need to have some basic knowledge. Okay. So when we talk about web application, it is necessary that you have basic knowledge on HTML and JavaScript. Okay. But when we talk about CEH, the foundational course, for this we have no requirement for any coding level language knowledge.
Okay. And what kind of roles are we can apply after the completion of this course? Like someone is if having 5 years of experience and he has transited into this particular cybersecurity, what kind of roles would be available?
Again, as you can see over here, these are the roles that you can start applying for. VAPT assurance lead, VAPT senior security analyst, cybersecurity consultant. These are all the job roles. Penetration tester, security analyst, or monitoring job roles, and so on. Vulnerability assessment tester. These are the job roles you can start applying for.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Right. Any other questions, guys? Right. Assuming there's no more questions, guys. So yeah, that's that for a session. Nothing further. Again, we'll be starting the course from Monday onwards, guys. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we'll be having the same demo. So just in case if you have joined late also, you can join tomorrow as well at the same time. And if not, you can directly join the course on Monday. Okay. If you have any further technical queries, guys, here's my contact number as I've mentioned already. Although if you have any queries regarding the course date or again course fees regarding that, you can contact the institute. Okay. So yeah, that's that, guys. Sure. So I'm gonna be exiting, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the demo. And yeah, if there's any queries, please do let us know how we can help you. Okay. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So before starting the session, so let me decide what is the plan for today. So today, our focus is only what is DevOps. That is only one thing we are going to be discussed for today only. So before starting, so audio is clear for all online students. Audio, video, everything is clear. So can you confirm in the chat box, please, all of you? Audio, video, everything is clear. So please, can anybody reply in the chat box? Just say hi, something. Thank you. Thanks for replying, all of you. Thanks for replying, all of you. Fine. So today our focus is only for what? DevOps. What is DevOps? We are going to be discussed for today. In tomorrow, we are going to be discussing about what is AWS. What is AWS and DevOps versus AWS. So today we're focused DevOps, tomorrow AWS and AWS versus DevOps. That is in exactly tomorrow day. So before starting this session, and let us course overview. What is this course? What exactly we are going to do? Let us course overview. So this course is designed with complete DevOps, complete AWS, Linux basics, and shell script. So these four will be covered in this course. The total duration of this course is 4.5 months plus, not is minus, it is plus 1 week or 2 weeks plus or minus. Okay, it will take total duration of this course is what exactly 4.5 months. In that 45 days, more than 45 days, we are going to be discussing AWS. More than 75 days, we're going to be discussing DevOps. It is a combo, we can't separate. So if you want to join in this course, which are all the prerequisites? So Linux basics is required. If you want to join in this course, Linux basics is required. That I will be covered, don't worry. Linux basics I'm going to be covered, don't worry. And shell script also I'm going to be covered, don't worry. No programming like Java, .NET, Python, no programming is required. If you understand my language, English, it is more than enough. It is more than enough, please. Laptop is required to practice every day. So minimum, so 10 Pro, Windows 10 Pro, 4 GB RAM is minimum, but I recommend 6 GB. i3 is minimum. So this is an exactly or laptop configuration. So who can join in this course? Yes, freshers can join in this course. Yes, freshers can join in this course. Experienced students also can join in this course, like developers, testers, AWS admins, Linux admins, Windows admins, DB administrators, any non-IT like a chemical background, mechanical background, any degree passed out, any non-IT students also can join in this course. Graduate, any graduation is must and should. Any graduate like BTech, MTech, MBA or a BSc computers, any degree is minimum qualification. So if you join in this course, which are all the benefits? If you join in this course, which are all the benefits, guys, please? So daily recordings will be provided. Once if you payment done, you will daily recordings will be received. After this class, after this class, some students may remember, some students may not be remember. Got it very clearly. But after this class, by seeing this recording, you can able to practice. My intention is providing the recording for practice only, not for saving somewhere else, for not sharing. It is student helping only. Then after reading, after attending classes, after watching video, after completion of practice, still if you have any doubts and clarification, I can clarify in the next class. Our motto is not attending classes and practicing. Okay, that is very, very important point. Resume preparation after completion of this course. Resume preparation, I'm going to be helping you. Interview question and answers, I'm going to be providing. Okay, 4 live projects will be covered, including in this duration 4.5 months. It is not a separate. Don't expect any separate projects. Course itself inbuilt, I'm going to be covering 4 live projects. For example, answerable model, any model. So we're going to be start with what exactly basics, understanding to advanced, then end of the model, we'll do one project. That is a model of our classes. Okay, fine. 80% of soft material I'll provide, not hard copy, soft copy. So our classes start from where exactly? Very basic level. Each and every student can able to understand very easily, even non-technical students also. And it's going to be finished with an advanced level. So each and every class going to be explained theoretically, understand the concept. The same thing will be reflected in a practical on the same class itself, every day. That you need to practice. You have to promise yourself practice 1 hour for a class, minimum 2 hours to practice. 3 hours per day you need to promise yourself before joining in this course. And after completion of this course, you will receive a course completed certificate for only freshers. Experience also get it, but don't mention anywhere. You know very well what is that. Got it very clearly. So after completion of this course, you will feel 1.5 years of experience and real experience. You can feel inside that you can manage in your resume, that you can manage after getting a job up to 3 years or 3.5 to 4 years also. Okay, fine. So daily you need to attend the 1 hour class. It's enough. Only 1 hour. After the class, I will clarify questions and doubts also. 1 hour is more than enough. 1 hour is equal to 5 hours per day. If it is increased 15 minutes, it's going to be increased 1 or 2 hours. Okay. So completion of classes doesn't matter. We can complete within 1 month also. But we need to practice. That is what 1 hour. It will take 4.5 months duration. So our classes are Monday to Saturday. Our classes Monday to Saturday. Sunday also sometimes we have maybe monthly once. Sunday also we have a session monthly once. Prior to 1 day, I'll inform you. Prior to 1 day, if it is Sunday, Saturday or Friday, I'll inform you whether we have a class this Sunday or not. Okay. So you are going to be paying 12,000 rupees fee. You're going to be paying 12,000 rupees fee for what? Full DevOps course, full AWS, not for introductory way, full AWS, full complete course, and daily recording sessions also. You're going to be paying for what? Daily recording sessions also. And if you want to contact with the admin, please use this information. Please use this. Contact our admin, contact information. I'm going to be sharing in the chat box. Online students, please be get it and make it somewhere else save. And what exactly we won't be discussing 4.5 months. What we are going to, what exactly, guys, please. Course content link we need to require or not. So I'm going to be share this link, course content link. In the chat box, please be used that. If you copy paste in any browser, that link, you can able to see the course content link. Okay. First one is what first document is exactly. What is a course overview? What exactly which you have discussed right now? Same thing only. But after the class, you can revise once again. Okay, fine. The next document is DevOps content. What exactly we are going to be discussing in DevOps, please look at once. It is totally around maybe 20 pages of DevOps content. Please. 20 pages of DevOps contents, guys, please. 20 pages of DevOps content. The same way, we have a AWS content also. We have a AWS content also. It is around maybe 9 pages or 10 pages of content. Please look at once. After the session, please revise once these two documents, what we are going to be discussing in the 4.5 months. So offline students, by end of the session, you can able to take it. And please ask me, I will share it. Okay. So this is an exactly course overview. Course overview. Shall we start a demonstration, please? Shall we start right now? Yeah. So first, let me introduce myself. My name is Maha. My name is Maha. I have totally 15 years of, that is in exactly my profile. Before starting this, so I have 3 questions I'm going to be asking. Please answer to me. What is an application? First question. The second question, what is a server? The third question is, what is SDLC? Please answer to me. What is the first question, please? Please read out. Please reply. What is the first question, please? Just type in as it is. What is the question, please? What is application? Just type it in the chat box, guys, please. All of you. What is an application, please? Application is nothing but a website. Application is nothing but a website, like a Flipkart website. Like a Flipkart, like a Book My Show, IRCTC. These are all we are calling as what? Application. So if you ask me definition point of view, if you ask me what is an application, if it is ask me definition, the working software which is written any programming like Java, .NET, Python, any programming we call as what? Application. So let me repeat one more time. What is an application, please? The working software which is written any programming language we call as what? Applications. Am I right or wrong? So after we have a developers or not, have you heard about Java developers, .NET developers or not? So after writing the lines of code which you are calling a software, the software we are going to be placed on server side. We are going to be placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, after writing software, the software is going to be placed on where? Server side. Then there itself we are going to be accessing what exactly? As a website. Got it very clearly. So what is an application? The working software which is written any programming language. That application we are going to be placed on where exactly? On hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed a Java application on server side, then there itself we are going to be accessing over internet as a website. As a website. Got it very clearly? What is an application? We understood. What is a server also? Server for what? For maintaining our applications, for deploying our applications. But what about next question is pending, guys? Please tell me. What is SDLC? So what is SDLC, please? How many people aware of this? How many people know about this? Online students can able to reply. How many of you know about this? How many of you know? How many of you don't know? Can you reply, please? If you know, say yes, sir. I know it. If you don't know, so no, I don't know. Can you reply in the chat box, all of you? Can you reply, guys, please, all of you? What is SDLC? Who knows? Who don't know? Because of if you replied, I can explain more about this. Everybody knows it, we can move forward. That is the reason. I think somebody's know, somebody's don't know. But let us discuss about this. What is SDLC, guys, please? SDLC in the sense of what? Software Development Lifecycle. SDLC is nothing but what? Software Development Lifecycle. By using SDLC, by following SDLC process, we are going to be produce a software. By end of this SDLC, we can able to produce a software. The software we are going to be placed on server side. Then we are going to be accessing as what? Application. Understood very clearly. In SDLC, we have a several stages and several phases. Several stages and several phases. In SDLC, we have a analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. We have a several stages and several phases. Several stages and several phases. So let us understand what is this role. Let us understand what exactly, what is all the phases and stages. For example, I want to build a Flipkart kind of applications. I want to build a Flipkart kind of applications. Can able to build this overnight? Within a day, overnight, can able to get this Flipkart kind of applications? Please tell me. No, we can't be. So I'm going to be asking you one more question. Please answer to me. Can able to build an apartment overnight? Within a day, can able to build? No. The same way we can't able to build our websites also. If you want to construct the house, we need to follow so many stages, and it will take 6 months, sometime 1 year also. We need to follow so many stages. Then only we can able to complete what? Our apartment or home, whatever. The same way our website also. If you want to construct, if you want to build this Flipkart kind of applications, we need to follow these all the stages. What are the first stage, guys, please? Analysis. Analysis. Analysis is nothing but what? Gathering information from the client. Who is the client here? Flipkart. What exactly this business? So whether it is required, how exactly login page, how exactly registration page, what is the payment gateway, what is the search page, how exactly tracking customer, each and every information will be gathered from the client. Based on gathering information, so our architects will be designed. Design is nothing but what? Plan. Design is nothing but what? Plan. According into the plan, according into our plan, our developers will write the code. Our developers will write the code, either maybe Java code or .NET or Python, any programming. Our developers will implement the software. But whether the software is in working condition or not, our testers will be verified by using Selenium test cases or automation test cases, performance test cases or manual test cases. Our testers will be verified. Once if it is verified, so we are going to be deploying on hundreds of servers. Once if it is deploy applications on hundreds of servers, we can able to access our internet as a website. Once if it is in access, that's it. No, whether this application is in working condition or not, we are going to be monitor and maintain. This entire process we are calling is what? This entire process we are calling as what? SDLC. SDLC. In this total process, so we have a developers, we have a testers, we have a AWS administrators, we have a Linux administrators, DB administrators. If you are IT profile, If you are doing an ideal job or any profile, any platform, you are part of this SDLs, including DevOps engineer also. If you are working in IT software, you are part of this. Maybe developers are working on where? Developers are working on where exactly? In implementation part. Testers working on where? Are DB administrators, DevOps engineers, AWS engineers, Linux administrators. All together, we are going to be working in SDLC. By end of the day, we are all not a DevOps engineer, and we're all either developers, including AWS engineers, DevOps engineers, Java developers, .NET developers, or we are all together. We are going to be involved in SDLC. By end of the day, we are going to be produce a Flipkart kind of application. A Flipkart kind of application. Understood very clearly? I hope you people are understand what is SD. What is SDLC? I hope you people are understand very clearly. On top of SDLC, we are going to be implementing DevOps process. On top of SDLC, we are going to be implementing our DevOps process. What is DEV, guys, please? The DEV is nothing but what? Development. DEV is nothing but what? Development. OPS is nothing but what? Operations. The combination of software development plus operation, we call as what? DevOps. We call as what? DevOps, guys, please. For example, let's say for example, in SDLC, we have several stages and several phases, which you already discussed. Am I right? Yes. Just in assume, so our SDLC, we have several stages. Am I right? It may be developers are working here. Maybe testers are working here. Maybe it is a pre-production. It is live. So the last one is what? Live. It is a live product. So these are all the stages we have, guys. So many we have, but let me scripts. So developers are going to be writing from where exactly? In dev environment, developers are writing it by using Java code. Then what exactly it is moving into the testing environment. After verifying testers, we're going to be moving into the pre-production. Pre-production to the production. Pre-production to the production. But my point is what exactly I'm going to be discussing with you guys, please. So as a DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibilities start from where? Dev environment. Ends with where exactly? Production. It's nothing but operations, guys, please. So as a DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with operations. That is what exactly point I want to discuss with you. Yes. So DEV is nothing but what? Development. OPS is nothing but what? Operation. The combination of software development plus operation, we call as what? DevOps. We call as what? DevOps. That means our roles and responsibilities start from where exactly? Dev environment, ends with operation. That means we are part of dev environment, build, test, release, deploy, operation, and monitor. So these are all the stages we are part of it. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. Sorry. We are not writing any coding. To be frankly, we are not writing any test cases also. So our job is just, we are going to be implementing, implementing DevOps process from where? Dev environment to operations with an automated process, is nothing but what? DevOps. It's nothing but what? DevOps. So, for example, developers are writing a code, the lines of code, the software. The software is going to be moving into a production environment with an automated process. That automated process is going to be created by DevOps. That is only role we are going to be playing in SDLC. There is developers writing a code, testers are writing test cases, DB administrator working in AWS administrator working on AWS. All the people will be together, we are going to be complete our SDLC process. In top of SDLC process, as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be implementing an automated process. So if you are implementing an automated process, what will happen? What is in exactly DevOps? Anybody help me? What is a DevOps? DevOps is a technology like Java.NET? No. Is DevOps is a technology like a Java.NET? It is not. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a process. DevOps is a process which we are going to be implementing from dev environment to operation with an automated process. If you are implementing an automated process, we can able to deliver the software within shortest time. As soon as possible, we can deliver our developer software into the production environment. If we are delivering within a shortest time, and cost is going to be reduced, we can able to reduce the cost, and we can able to provide highest quality. Understood very clearly? What is DevOps? Let me repeat. DevOps is a process which we are going to be implementing from where dev environment to operations. While delivering developer code into the production environment, we can able to deliver within a shortest time with the high quality, with low cost. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. If we are replacing with our SDLC process with DevOps process, if you are replacing with the SDLC process with a DevOps process, what are all advantage exactly, please? What exactly DevOps aims, please? So we can able to deliver very fastly. We can increase the speed. We can increase the speed and frequently. And we can able to improve n number of deployments. And with highest quality, with lowest cost, with lower failure rate. These are all the advantage. These are all the advantage we can able to get it by helping our DevOps process. Simply, if you call this speed increase, cost is reduced. Quality is increased. Quality is increased. And so quality is increased, cost is decreased, means who don't want this technology. That is the reason. So more demand in DevOps. Understood very clearly. If you go for any shopping mall, so Pepe jeans or any pant and shirt is buying, instead of 2000 rupees, if you're getting 200 rupees, you are happy or not? Are you going to be saving our expenses or not? The same concept. Fine. Fine, please. So, but whenever after getting a job, if you are, what is an exactly roles and responsibility? Once if you are getting a job, what is an exactly roles and responsibilities, guys, please? So as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be replaced with a complex pipeline with a transparent pipeline. Sir, what is a complex pipeline? What is an exactly transparent pipeline? We should understand or not? So first we should understand what is a complex pipeline. Then we're going to be understand what exactly transparent pipeline. What is an exactly complex pipeline? Our SDLC process is a complex pipeline. We know very well SDLC or not? We have discussed already. What is SDLC? SDLC is what? Complex pipeline. What is a transparent pipeline? DevOps process. Very simple. So we understood very clearly what is SDLC. We understood very clearly what is DevOps process. So we are going to be replacing with what? Our SDLC process with what? DevOps process. Why we are calling SDLC as a complex? Because if it is a manual process. It is not automated. SDLC is not a automated. It is a manual process. So from analysis to design to implementation, testing to deploy to maintenance, it is a manual process. If it is a manual process, if you got any issue, any problem in the middle, any problem in the middle, so it will take long time for resolving issues. For identification issues, it will take long time because of it is a manual process. Example, a water pipeline. The water pipeline is underground. Example, somewhere else a blockage, there is no leakage, it is a blockage. So can able to find immediately where is the blockage? Experts are required or no? We need to pay more salary, more amount or no? Even experts also can able to resolve within half an hour, within a 1 hour, within a day. No, it will take long time. The same process in SDLC process also. If you are following SDLC process, if you got any issue, any problem, for identification it will take long time. For resolving issue also it will take long time. That is the reason what we will do. We are going to be replacing with what? An automated transparent pipeline. An automated transparent pipeline. Automated transparent pipeline by using what? DevOps. Same water pipeline, it is a transparent pipeline. Look like this. Same pipeline, same usage, but it is a transparent, it is an automatic. Understood? Any issue in this middle, any problem in the middle occur, any issue, any blockage. So can able to see one look itself or in this transparent water pipeline. So can able to see one look itself where is an exactly problem and can able to resolve as soon as possible or not. The same way DevOps process also. Because if it is DevOps is an automated process. DevOps is a transparent process. In the middle, if you got any issue, any problem, please. Okay, fine. 1 second. Yeah, fine. Let it be. Let it be continue, please. What is an exactly we are going to be, guys, please? We are going to be replacing with what? Complex pipeline with transparent pipeline. Why we are calling DevOps is a transparent pipeline? Because if it is a transparent with an automatic. In the middle, if you got any issue, any problem, easily we can able to identify, easily we can able to resolve. But actual DevOps process, how exactly look like this? This is what exactly our actual DevOps process, which we are going to be implement. Our actual DevOps processes look like this one. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have several stages and several phases like plan, code, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. But in this DevOps process, we are going to be, our roles and responsibilities start from where? Dev environment. Ends with where? Operations. Starts with where exactly? Dev environment. Ends with where exactly? Operation. That means our roles and responsibilities in dev environment, in integration part, testing, release, deploy, and operations. Understood very clearly. To be frankly, while implementing this DevOps process, we are not writing any code. We are not writing any code. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing a DevOps, an automated, a transparent pipeline only. Why? To make it speed, to increase the quality, to decrease the cost. So that purpose only we are going to be implementing our DevOps process from where exactly? Dev environment to operations. So let us understand this DevOps process in stage by stage. What exactly are roles and responsibilities in each and every stage? Let us understand, guys, please. In dev environment, we are not writing any code. We are not writing any code. The writing is responsible by whom? Developers. The lines of code is responsible by whom? Writing is responsible by whom, guys, please? Developer. After writing by developer, that code, who are all maintaining? Writing is responsible by the developer. After writing the code, that code is going to be maintained by DevOps engineer. That's what we're part of dev environment. Clear, all of you? It's a very important point. Writing is responsible by the developer. After writing, that code is going to be maintaining by DevOps engineer. But how many developers we have? Please, anybody help me? How many developers? Please tell me. N number of developers. We don't know. So all developer source code. So every day, morning to evening, each and every developer writing N number of code. But all developer source code, we need to integrate or not? We need to integrate or not? Yes, we are going to be integrate. How? Continuous. We're going to be integrate. Once if it is integrate all developer source code, whether the software is in working or not, we need to execute our test cases. These test cases, who is writing? DevOps engineer or testers? Testers will write, not by you and me. So we are going to be just integrate only test cases. Our job is only integrate, which is written by testers. Once if it is execute test cases, if there is no error, or else if you got an error, automatically it is redirecting back to the developer. Developer has to fix the issue again integration, again this error. Understood very clearly? So developer code going to be integrate, then it's going to be verified by the test cases. Once if you got an error, automatically it is going to be redirected back to the developer. This loop will be repeated until what? 0 errors, 0 bugs. Once if it is everything is fine, without any error, without any bug, we calling as what? The working software as a application. What is the first question which you asked, please? What is application? What is an application? The working software without any error. If it is working software is ready, what we will do? Directly we are going to be placing on server side? No. Directly we are going to be placing on server side? No one. We need to hold or halt in a particular period of time in a release. In a particular maintenance window, a particular scheduled date, we are going to be placed on hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed on hundreds of servers, we can able to access our internet as a website. This entire process is we calling as what? DevOps. Once if it is placed our application, once if we are accessing this website to our internet, our job is finished. Is our job is finished? No. Whether it is working or not, we need to monitor and maintenance. That is also responsible by the DevOps engineer only. Got it very clearly? What is the DevOps process? So DevOps is a process which you are going to be implementing from where exactly? Dev environment. Ends with where? Operation. Ends with where? Operation. That means we are part of dev environment, integration, testing, release, development, and operation. We are going to be implementing DevOps, an automated transparent pipeline. While implementing this transparent pipeline, make sure whether you are going to be deliver within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost. This is an exactly DevOps process. I hope you people are understand what is in exactly this DevOps process. What is in exactly this DevOps process? But for implementing this DevOps process, which are all the tools we are going to be using? We should learn some tools tag or not? For implementing this DevOps process, which are all the tools we are going to be, guys, please? Let us list down. Let us list down. Let us list down. Which are all tools, guys? Please. Git we are going to be learning. Maven we are going to be learning. Jenkins we are going to be learning. JFrog we are going to be learning. SonarQube we are going to be learning. Configuration management like Ansible, Chef, AWS, complete AWS. Docker we are going to be learning. Kubernetes we are going to be learning. Vagrant we are going to be learning. Negios we are going to be learning. Elk we are going to be learning. Terraform. So these are all the tools we are going to be learning. For learning these tools, it will take more time. So by using these are all the tools, we are going to be implementing this DevOps process. How exactly these tools are fitting into this diagram? Let us understand. So firstly, so n number of developers writing code or no? That code is going to be maintaining by whom? Maintaining by whom? DevOps engineer. But DevOps engineer is going to be maintaining it by using which tool? Which tool? By using Git. Git is a version control. All developer source code as a DevOps engineer, we are maintaining in a Git version control. Git version control. But all developer source code we should be execute or not? We need to build or not by using Maven. But this entire process we are going to be automated or not? By helping of Jenkins. Jenkins is an automation tool. In automation tool, this entire DevOps process is going to be automated by Jenkins only. Once if it is an automated, and we are going to be hold our working software in release or not? The release is nothing but what? By using JFrog. JFrog is nothing but what? Release. And we are going to be learning SonarQube. SonarQube is what exactly? Code analyzer. It is an optional tool, but we are going to be discussing. By using SonarQube, whether developers are following standards or not, it will verify and give statistics and reports. By using these are all the tools. Which are all tools, please? List down. Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube. We are going to be implementing CI/CD process. Continuous integration, continuous delivery, one module. These are all the tools we call as what? One module. It will take 3 weeks. Example. Or 4 weeks sometime. All of you understood very clearly. So where exactly CI/CD guys? CI/CD is nothing but what? Continuous integrating, continuous delivery. Continuous integrating, making working software. We are going to be continuously delivering. I'll repeat this diagram. Let me. So after writing by developer, all developer source code continuously we have to integrate. Am I right or wrong? Then making working software by executing test case. Once if it is making working software, we are going to be deliver, continuously deliver. Once if it is deliver, we are going to be placed. We are going to be placed on how many servers, guys, please? If it is one server, not be here. You not be sit here, not required. Understood very clearly? So we are going to be handling, we are going to be placed our applications on hundreds of servers. That is the reason we are here. We are using DevOps. Understood? So after completion of CI/CD, after delivering working software, we're going to be placing on where? Hundreds of servers. But these hundreds of servers, if you want to configure, sir, what is the configuration? Configure means what? If you buy a new laptop, what we will do? Configuration. You buy a new laptop one day. You're going to be configure or maybe network settings, maybe installing some software like Microsoft, maybe PDF. You're going to be configuring something XYZ or not, according to your requirement or not. That we are calling as a configuration. But here is how many servers we have? Hundreds of servers, and each and every server we need to install the software. We need to create a file. We need to change the files. All of you are not. But if you want to do manually, server by server, how much time? Just think about it. For laptop, it will take minimum 1 hour, and I hope maybe. But server, it will take more than 2 days, 3 days also for server end. But 100 servers, it will be completed how many days and it will how many months? Can able to complete within the end of the day? No, but if you want to do that, we require an automation process. That automation process we are going to be implementing by using what? Configuration management skills. Configuration management. So what is an exactly configuration management? Please anybody help me? You know that answer. Manual process replaced with an automation process on a hundreds of servers. It is nothing but a configuration. So our job is what exactly? Creating files, installing softwares on hundreds of servers. How? With manual or without manual? Without automation. Manual or automated? Automated. For that we are using what? Configuration management. By using configuration management, hundreds of servers we can automate. We're going to be replaced with what? Manual process with what? Automation process. Automatically we can able to create a hundreds of servers. Automatically creating a files on hundreds of servers. Automatically installing softwares on hundreds of servers. Clear all of you? But for this, which are all the tools supporting guys, please? So it's going to be supporting Ansible and Chef. Ansible and Chef. By helping of configuration management, we can automate a number of dev environment, we can automate it, testing environment, we can automate it, production environment, we can automate. But we are going to be learning one push model. Ansible is a push model. Chef is a pull model. One push model we're going to be learning. One pull model we're going to be learning. Clear all of you? What is a pull? What is a push? Don't ask me. We'll discuss in the regular session. It will take 1 hour. For that statement, if you want to clarify, it will take 1 hour, not for today. Okay, I will discuss deep discussion, not for today. And then we are going to be, please, we're going to be discussing what exactly AWS. AWS is a complete course. We are going to be discussing AWS as a complete course. But here is what we are going to be understand. So as we discussed, we are configuring how many servers on day? 100 servers. From where we are getting hundreds of servers? If you have a laptop, we can configure. If you don't have a laptop, from where you can able to get it done? Question is that. Where? From where? How many times? How many ways we can able to get a servers on? Physically, like your laptop. Virtually and cloud. Which cloud? AWS. Which cloud we are going to be getting as please? Hundreds of servers. Hundreds of servers we are going to be getting from where? AWS. On top of hundreds of servers, we can able to implementing automated process by helping of Ansible and Chef. I'll repeat this point, very important part. Getting servers from AWS. After getting servers, we are going to be implementing an automated process by helping of Chef and Ansible. Chef and Ansible. That's very simple. Am I right? But so we are going to be deploying servers on where? AWS service. Am I right? By using Ansible, by using Chef, we are going to be deploying our applications on a hundreds of AWS servers. That is the point we're discussing from starting of the session. Application. What is an application? Am I right? First question is that or only. But I've shown you only one server, but right now 100 servers. But the servers are from where exactly we're getting? AWS. That is the point. Fine. But are we deploying our applications on only AWS servers? Are we deploying our applications on only AWS servers? No. We can deploy our applications on Docker also. We can deploy our applications on Docker container. Understood very clearly. If anybody asks you what is a Docker, what is the statement? Docker is for only websites deployment. Understood very clearly. What is a Docker? For placing our websites. Very simple word. What is a Docker? For placing our websites very easily. with the high performance, with low cost. Understood very clearly. How much cheap, you know? For example, Pepegin, you want to buy it for 10 rupees. Is it cheaper or not? Same quality, same fan, but 10 rupees. Same thing here. So for getting servers, instead of spending crores of rupees, we can able to deploy application with a minimal cost by using Docker. What is a Docker? Docker is an isolated area which is specifically deploying our application. That is a definition. But easy way for deploying our websites. Simple word. Definition point of view, Docker is an isolated area which is specifically deploying our applications. Understood very clearly. Example. So container. Have you seen this container in a lifetime? Have you seen this? Have you seen this container space? I think you would have you seen this in physically somewhere else on roads. You can see this type of containers. How exactly this container works? Same are Docker containers also. But by using this container, we can able to transport in the via sea. But by using our container, we can deploy our applications, means websites. That is only difference. The same as it is, no difference. Understood very clearly. But these containers can manage by who? These containers can manage by whom? Ship. But where is the ship here? Kubernetes. So Docker, by using Docker, we can able to deploy n number of applications on n number of containers. Those containers can managed by controlled by Kubernetes. Steering up the ship. Understood very clearly. So not only deploying our applications on Docker, not only deploying our applications on Kubernetes, we are going to be deploying our application by using Vagrant. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool. We can able to create a virtual machines in your laptop, not a production environment. On top of, we can deploy our applications also. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool for only laptops, not for production. But AWS is a production environment, Kubernetes is a production environment, Docker is a Kubernetes production, but Vagrant is only for dev environment. And we are going to be using Negios. Negios is a system monitoring, means RAM, what is the RAM size, CPU, we can able to monitor. We're going to be learning Elk. Elk is a Elastic Logsus Kibana. We're going to be monitor applications, how exactly this website is performing. And we are going to be learning Terraform. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. By using Terraform, we can able to create a service in cross cloud, means AWS, Azure, Google, any cloud. By using these are all the tools, we are going to be implementing our DevOps process. Clear all of you? So what is the DevOps we understood? Which are all the tools we are going to be understood? And which tool is where exactly we are understood very clearly? Clear or not? What is the DevOps? If anybody asks you what is the single line answer? DevOps is an automated process implementing from dev environment to operation to make it speed, means shortest time, increase the quality, decrease the cost. This is only one sentence. Please write down and we can leave. Only one sentence. I'll repeat. What is the DevOps? DevOps is a process. So for implementing an automated process from dev environment to production environment or operation. While implementing this process, our working software, which is written by developer, making very speedily within a shortest time, we can deploy on production server with high quality, with low cost. It is nothing but DevOps process. This is only one point we learned for today. This is only one line sentence we learned for today only, the whole story. Okay. Tomorrow we are going to be discussing about what is AWS and what is the difference between AWS and DevOps. That is a class for tomorrow. I hope you people are understand what is DevOps enough for today. I don't want to hit your brains more for today. Tomorrow we'll discuss about what is AWS. Then we can compare. Understood? Very clear. That is a class for you. Do you have any questions, please? First, let me take an online student's question, then I'll take an offline. Okay, first let me clarify online students. So before taking the questions, please let us revise. So this is, as we discussed, DevOps plus AWS Linux special by me, Maha. So total duration is 4.5 months. Daily 1 hour class, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. 1 hour session only. Before 9 a.m. I'll close the session. Don't be exceeded because of you need to practice. Monday to Saturday, sometimes Sundays also. You're going to be paying 12,000 rupees fee. For what? Full AWS, full DevOps, but daily recordings. Without recordings, we can't be practice. Sorry. It is inbuilt, no separate videos included, nothing. It is a combo package, single time fee. So Linux basics, shell script, I'm going to be covering. No programming is required. Freshers and experience can also join in this course. If you want to join in this course, minimum graduate is more than enough. Daily recordings will be received by after payment via Google Drive. The 11 months of access from date of registration, you're going to be access 11 months. Sir, only 11 months? No, lifetime. Unofficially. Officially, 11 months. Unofficially, lifetime. But the namesake, we need to give expiry date or not. That's what 11 months. And resume preparation, interview question and answers. Yeah. Four live projects. These 4 live projects inbuilt the course, not a separate. 80% of the software material, our course starts with what exactly? Very basic level, finish with an advanced level. And each and every session is a practically oriented session. It is my admin information. It is my course content link. I'm going to be share one more time in the chat box. Please be get it, all of you. Oh, excellent. So please be get it. So before taking our questions, please. Before taking our questions, please. For offline students, please make it note this. Take a photo or note it. Spelling is N is a capital letter. 1 second. So please make it note. T.ly/NJXB. N is a capital letter, X is a capital letter. Remaining all are small letters. N capital letter, X capital letter. Remaining all are small letters. So try to view and we'll meet by tomorrow. So any questions, please, online students, please. Kumar asked this question. So yeah, you can. So even telecom background also you can able to shift to IT. Don't worry. So our class is very easy to understand, very slow. Everybody can understand, even non-technical students also easily can understand, please. Kumar, you can happily join. So Jay Kumar, please, I would like to have a call with you one-on-one regarding course. So what exactly the question, please ask me in the chat box, try to answer. Still, if you want to talk to me personally, call to our admin, they will arrange a conference. Jay. But after 10 or 11 o'clock, please call to our admin, they will arrange a conference call, you can talk to me personally. Okay, but not here, one-to-one. But if you want any question, if you want to talk to me any technical questions, so please wait. By end of the session, I can talk to you personally. If you want to talk to me, conference. But if you want to talk to me right now, please wait. End of the session, I can allow. But right now, no. Fine. So any other questions, please, all of you? Online students, please. Online student, please. Yes. So IT, non-IT or experience, non-experience can join in this course easily. But December, January, usually it is less openings. That is a common thing. But after Pongal, after Sankranti, automatically the openings are increased. But if you join in this course, half of the course will be completed by January. Am I right or not? Then, so February end, maybe within 4 months, the course will be completed. So when you are going to be complete this course, more openings you can able to get it. Don't know. From non-IT completion of 2018 batch, can I get a fresher? So 2 years maybe. Less than 2 years, you consider as a fresher. Less than 2 years, you consider as a fresher. If it is, I think, 4 years gap, that means you are going to be as an experienced. Vadai Bhaskar, yeah. Bhaskar asked this question. Job assistant, definitely. I shared very clear resume preparation, entry question and answers. So materials providing. Job assistant, definitely. But any job guarantee, please talk to it. There is no job guarantee program in my classes, only job assistant programming. Bhaskar, definitely. Yeah, is there any other questions, please, all of you? Is there any other questions, please? Yeah. So is 2 years of experience, guys, got an interview calls? So 2.5, I'm recommend 2.5 to 3. More openings as of right now. 2+ also we have, but compared to 3 less. Freshers also getting calls, but the ratio is, for example, experienced guy getting 10 calls per example. Maybe freshers can get 4 calls, 4 to 5 calls. Maybe after January, I'm talking about, not December this month. Sunil. Yeah. Is there any other question, please, online students? Can you move to the offline? Yeah. Is there any questions, offline students?
Practical explanation. Is hands-on explanation.
Hands-on means what exactly? For example, I will show you here only. So, for example, one concept called.
This is website used to open and you say how subnets you connected.
I will show you in the live itself. I will show in the live example. That is only simple example. For example, Ansible, how to write a playbook, how to execute the playbook, how to configure servers. Practically, I will show you slowly, class by class. That's what Ansible itself 3 weeks will discuss. Ansible itself 3 weeks. Chef itself 3 weeks. CICD 3 weeks. Ansible AWS 6 weeks. Sorry, 8 weeks. I think 8 weeks or 7 weeks. We're going to be discussing AWS. I don't exactly plus or minus 1. Docker and Kubernetes 1 month. Why? Because of practical things. Each and every session is a theoretical explanation. We should understand the concept. Then only if you show practically, you can understand. Directly go for practical, nothing. And that is blur. Hands-on. So project also in example, Ansible. What is Ansible? Why we are Ansible? We should understand. So day by day, slowly, we are going to increase each and every concept. Show all the functionality. What are the features in Ansible? We're going to be discussing practically. Everyday practical. By end of the session, by end of the module, we'll do one real-time project on a module. In AWS, in DevOps, 4 modules here. That means 4 projects. Ansible 1 project, CICD 1 project, Docker and Kubernetes 1 project, Chef 1 project. So complete 1 CICD pipeline. This is a result. That's what it will take time. So if you want to complete this course, 1 month is enough. Theoretical. But it is not that. That's what it will take 4.5 months to 5 months. Minimum 4.5 months. That's what classes means it may take 1 class or month. So time is not concern for me. Time is not a concern, but we need to complete and practice what we are given content. That is my reason. One second. How much experience can I after this course? You can show up to 4 years. You can show up to 4 years by this course. What is the question, please? Okay. Eligible. For example, your name, please? Rajesh. So Rajesh had this question. So I have a 10 years of experience, 11 years of experience. 11 years of experience I have already. Okay. How exactly we can able to show this, please? How exactly we can able to show? I have a totally 11 years of experience in IT in resume. From last 3 or 3.5 years onwards, I'm working as a DevOps. We can show like that. But how exactly convince? I'm working as a, for example, XYZ technology like .NET or Java or whatever. Internally, so my project, in the project, we got an opportunity to work as a DevOps, and that's what I transfer. Depends. We can convince. It is possible. So this course is not only for freshers, not only for experienced, both. Even 15 years of experience or 20 years of experience Java architect should learn this course. There is no exceptional for that. Not optional, and should be learned. Even VP, vice presidents of the company, or a senior manager or senior architect, who are all working in top position as software, there is no option for them. They should learn DevOps. Even freshers also. Understood very clearly. Anybody should learn. Even testers should learn this. Developer, for example, you join as a developer, Java developer. Last maybe 2-3 years on working. For him also, there is no option to learn it. You should learn DevOps. If you are a developer, there is no option to you. Should learn this course. Whether you want to continue developer, whether you want to continue as a DevOps, that is a secondary. Even testers also, even if you are admin, infra tech side, so no question about it. You should learn this course. Fine. All of you understood very clearly. So one more thing, compared to developers, more packages here. Compared to developer, more packages here.